All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it is to preview the Bate Borisov game versus Arsenal. And joining me is my partner from another mother, my secretly black because he's always late friend, my favorite Özil Basha, Lee Gunners in the building, motherfuckers.
Oh God, that's some intro, that bruv. Seriously,
I know, right? Off the top of the dome as well.
Would I be known as a choc ice? Is that the expression? You know what I'm saying?
White on the outside, so you'd have to find something chocolate on the inside.
I don't know. Oh, fuck it. We'll move on before we cause a riot.
I know. It's a dodgy conversation.
Before all the comments are like, Lee's racist.
Yeah, so let's leave it.
But the meltdown and the fallout because a certain number 10 isn't playing again. Jesus Christ, mate. I'm sick of hearing this every week.
It's been an active week for Arsenal between the kind of Iwobi fallout from the weekend to the Welsh legend, as now everybody on Twitter is now starting to refer him to. People want a Ramsey statue. I'm like, all right, mate, let's be easy. To now, Özil's been left out of the squad. Like it's a surprise these days. To be honest, at this point, it's more of a surprise if he plays than if he doesn't.
Mate, I see Arsenal tweeted the squad list out, and before anybody in the comments starts going, "Oh, you're talking about Ozil again." Yeah, I am talking about Ozil again because guess what? He ain't playing again.
Yeah, it's a topic.
So it's a topic, and if you don't like it, tough.
Yeah.
Right, but I see Arsenal tweeted out the squad. Go and have a look at the comments on the tweet. Yeah, just go and have a look at the comments. Seriously, Emery's a disgrace. Sack him. I can't believe he's doing this to the GOAT. Really?
The GOAT?
Yeah, the GOAT, you know. Yeah, the GOAT. Okay, really? Yeah. He's a disgrace. Emery burn in hell was one of the tweets. I don't know if that's been deleted, but yeah, all of the replies on that tweet are a disgrace. Yeah, and all these people are posing as Arsenal fans.
Even if that was Thierry Henry in his prime and the manager decided to leave him out, I wouldn't react like that. Never mind Mesut Özil, who ain't done shit for the club, continues to not do shit for the club.
Oh, no. Chris, he signed and we ended our trophy drought, even though he had nothing to do with that cup run. But it was because of him.
And that's where I do slightly empathise with Ramsey supporters, because you're right. He has scored those two final goals. So that's why, as much as I bash the legend term, I tell you what, we've got more of a claim than fucking Mesut Özil.
Mate, listen, I've said on here before, and I've said on my own channel, that Mesut Özil in years down the road will be seen as a legend of Arsenal Football Club because of them two final goals, yeah? Right? We call other players...
Ramsey.
Oh, sorry, Aaron Ramsey, yeah?
Because you know someone's going to fucking gift that shit.
But yeah, that's getting screen grabbed as we speak. Right? But the fact of the matter is, like, we've got legends that have scored one cup final goal, okay? And they're seen as legends because they scored one cup final winner, right? Now, these same people that are sitting online telling me Aaron Ramsey's a legend, and personally, I wouldn't say he's a legend that people will call a legend now, but in 30 years' time, people will go ESPN Classics, Cup Finals, bang, Aaron Ramsey legend, yeah? Right? But what I will say here, right? These same people that are sitting online saying Aaron Ramsey's a legend, he's a legend, he's a legend, are the same motherfuckers that are sitting there saying, yeah, it's a shit cup. Yeah, make your fucking minds up.
You're probably right. I could accept that. And I don't think he's a legend, but I can accept that if somebody said this to me in a few years, that Aaron Ramsey's a legend, and justified it with the cup finals, I'd be like, all right. I wouldn't refer him to that, but I'm more willing to accept it now.
Yeah, you can understand it, but I mean, like, I just don't get it, mate. Like, this fan base is the most hypocritical fan base out of all of them. I've got so many mates on Twitter that are Chelsea, yeah, right, and I've got mates outside of Twitter that are Chelsea. The majority of my mates are Chelsea fans, yeah. They ain't called him for Sarri's head. Do you know what I'm saying? And they got whacked up 6-0 at the weekend. If that was Emery, there's a meltdown. And you know why that is? Because they can't get over the fact the previous manager got potted. And now the previous manager's poster boy is being outed. They all come along, Johnny come latelys, yeah, because of the Invincibles, right? And I'm not trying to sound like a prick here or nothing, yeah? But they all come along when we were invincible, right? So the previous manager is seen as a hero, a god, a fucking messiah, right? He then signs Mesut Ozil, the best number 10 in the world. Yeah, right. He might have been that at Madrid. He ain't shown that at Arsenal, right? The fact that he's now gone and the poster boy is now being outed, they can't hack it. So are you an Arsenal fan or are you a previous manager and a current player fan? Right? Because I don't mind that you come lately because fucking you might have been born in a different era, granted. But don't come and jump on board the ship if you ain't prepared to back it. Yeah? And people can go, yeah, but you're a hypocrite. You wanted the manager gone. All right, yeah. I backed it for over 15 years. Yeah, I backed it for 15 years. And guess what? Even though I couldn't stand the geezer, I still went to games and I still sung my heart out for the club I've supported 30 odd years. Yeah? These people are sitting online going fucking into meltdown because the geezer ain't playing a game. Get over yourselves, man. Seriously, it's true though, isn't it? Let's be real. Unmute yourself, bruv.
100% agree.
It's true though,
For me,
isn't it?
I hate this idea that a club, a player is bigger than... Do you know the reason why Kenny Ken talks about Arsenal being the star? It's because of this Mesut Ozil situation. And it's a good reminder. It serves as a good reminder to serve people that who cares about one player?
Exactly.
One player. The club is the star. The reason that I talk about being an Arsenal fanboy is because I'm an Arsenal fucking fan. I ain't a Mesut Ozil fan. And contrary to popular belief, I'm not an Alex Iwobi fan. I'm an Arsenal fan.
Exactly. Do you know what? It's a great point you've just raised there, right? I had a conversation with Turkish last week or the week before, 2 weeks ago it was, yeah? Right? And this hits the nail on the head, right? When me and you were growing up, we used to go into the park with our pals, go and find a goal or put jumpers for goalposts, right? And we'd run around pretending we're Ian fucking Wright, yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
Ian Wright was
true, isn't it?
yeah?
I was the white Ian Wright, bruv, yeah? I was Ian White. You know what I'm saying? Right? I used to pretend I was Ian Wright.
Yeah.
These kids now, of this generation, don't go to a park and play football. They sit online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoping and praying that
they get a retweet or a like from their
person
hero.
that runs a Mesut Ozil account will retweet something that they say or the defense that they launch.
Exactly. Right. Agree. So I do get it because when I was 14, 15, 16, I had my idols. Yeah. Tony Adams, Ian Wright, etc., right? Thierry Henry, as I was going through secondary school, etc., right? These fans now haven't got that in terms of going and pretending they're them in the playground, going and running around the park.
It's a fair
it's dark.
point.
Yeah.
Because
so now
you
they
know
sit
what?
online. Sorry, mate. They sit online, right? And they obsess over a footballer online. Yeah. Rather than obsessing and pretending with your mates, yeah, that you're that footballer. Oh, look, I'm Ian Wright, I'm Henry. Now they sit online and dedicate a Twitter account to them.
Well, it's a fair point because we spoke about this a bit offline before we came on. And that was, the club have released this thing to say that, they're going to let the fans decide who the next statue should be, right? And they put up 3 suggestions, Aaron Ramsey.
No, that's fake, bruv. That's fake.
Oh, is it fake?
That's called some whoppers, bruv. Don't worry about that.
But it did raise a point. Who the heck out of this current lineup would get a statue?
None.
I mean, honestly,
none. Mate, if David Rocastle and Ian Wright can't get a statue, yeah, none of this squad deserve a statue. Fact. Exactly. Yeah. They have, apparently, I see something that somebody tweeted out. He's a journalist, I can't remember his name, Leif or something. Leif, whatever. He's a journalist for the Islington Gazette, right? He put a tweet out saying something like Arsenal have canvassed opinion for a statue, blah, blah, blah. Right, but that wasn't linked to the 3 pictures somebody tweeted out and it's just gone mad. Yeah. Well, that wasn't linked, but apparently they've put it out there, put the feelers out there. Right. Now, if the previous manager gets a statue, yeah, that's warranted. As much as I don't like the guy, And as much as I thought he was
going to say,
fine,
like,
yeah, you can't argue that, yeah?
Yeah.
You cannot argue that, right? And this is me saying this, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? But for me, if it's a player, no way in a million years is Ramsey, Giroud, or anybody else in this squad over the last 10 years anywhere near getting a statue. Yeah? Rocastle and Wrighty are more worthy. Yeah? You could even go back and say Vieira.
Yeah, right, bro. I was just about to say Vieira deserves one, surely.
Yeah? Vieira could have one. You could make a claim for him. Yeah? But listen, at the end of the day, like I said, it's now the way society's gone is people don't pretend in the parks they're the player, and they don't idolize that player now. Now it's all about, oh fuck, let me tweet this about Ozil. I'm going to dedicate my whole Twitter account to Ozil. Mate, come on, man, seriously, right? I do kind of get it, but when somebody then I do get it. Listen, if you're 14 years old and all you've heard for
right? If we're assuming they're 14, then yes.
Well, the majority, anyone who dedicates their whole account to a footballer must be 14, mate. Let's be real.
No, bro. These are grown men we're talking. Bro, there's some of them are like in their mid-20s.
Yeah, well, that's worrying then.
And I'm like, bro, I'm like, really? Listen, and I love Lacazette. I ain't trying to dedicate my account to Lacazette, bro. Quite honestly, if it weren't for the show, I would be on Twitter. Think I'm crazy?
Do you know the only reason I set up Twitter? 2 reasons, right? One reason was to keep up with the football news. The second reason was to tweet about the previous manager. Yeah, well, that's the only 2 reasons I signed up to Twitter, right? But like I said, I do kind of get it, right? Because if you're a kid now, yeah, it's not a kid when we were a kid. We had like a Nintendo DS, yeah, or a fucking, not even that, a Nintendo 64 or a Commodore 64. Yeah?
Oh, you're a Commodore, man.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Right? Okay. Or what else did we have? Game Boys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember my old dear, right, used to stay up till 2 a.m, yeah, playing my Game Boy. I'd get up the next day and I'd be like, right, I'm on level 130. What happened there? I want to bet on 92. Yeah, and then she'd go, yeah, I was up till 2 a.m playing it. Yeah, right? But now it ain't like that. Now it's, let's sit online as a faceless person, yeah, with Ozil as the avatar, with Ozil Logical as the fucking Twitter handle, or Ozil Central, or Ozil fucking
the best playmaker.
Yeah,
ever.
Ozil the GOAT.
Yeah,
fucking, seriously, mate. Yeah, I do get it, but at the same time, it is a fetish. Yeah. It's well over the top. It's not like us when we were kids running around for an hour in the park with our mates, pretending we played for Arsenal.
Forget the park, bro. Do you remember the football stickers?
Yeah,
and it used to be the one to have your favorite player. I used to see people arguing about Michael Owen. Mine was always about Ian Wright.
You know that Ian Wright for me, man, all day long.
Elka for a bit was my favorite player until he fucked off. So I used to have all them little football stickers.
The Panini stickers, bro. I used to go down the corner shop every weekend and do all my pocket money on stickers. Yeah? But people ain't doing that anymore. That's what I'm saying. And society's changed. I get it. The internet's come along. Yeah? There weren't no internet when I was growing up.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Right? Internet's come along. Social media's come along. So I do get it. But what it's done is it has grown a fan base globally, which has helped the football club. Yeah, granted, it has helped the football club. We wouldn't be strapping up players on 300 bags a week or signing £60 million footballers without a global fan base, right? But at the same time, it's created a fan base full of fucking dickheads.
Yeah.
Not all of them, yeah? So people will be watching this going, oh, what's he talking about? I'm not talking about everyone. Yeah. A small percentage of every single fan base. Yeah? The majority of Arsenal fans, whether they're in England, South Africa, America, Singapore, wherever they're watching, wherever they're supporting, wherever they're getting up at 3 a.m to watch, yeah, the majority of them are genuine fanatical Arsenal fans. Yeah?
And that I think that's a worthwhile point to put out, because I think people ask us to move on because they think we're talking about them. If you like Mesut Ozil, no problem. It's the motherfuckers that will attack you because you have an opinion about Mesut Ozil.
Yeah, but it's not an attack. It's not a debate. It's abuse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've had some dickhead tonight, El Spanish Guna, the biggest fucking div on Twitter. He is the biggest dickhead on Twitter. Don't care what anyone tells me. El Spanish div. Yeah. He is the biggest mug on Twitter. The geezer was previous manager fucking knocking one out every week. Yeah. Now the previous manager poster boy is getting binned. He can't handle it. Mate, seriously. You're English. You moved to Spain because no one likes you. End of story. Yeah. And you're posing as an Arsenal fan. He probably supports fucking Accrington Stanley. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The geezer's a mug. And it's people like that. And how 25,000 fucking people follow that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
you know
people follow the governor or whatever the heck his name is. So
another mug. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I see another guy tonight put a tweet out saying, Emery dropping Ozil again. I will never forget this. Well, fuck off then.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'm sure he's heartbroken that you'll never forget this.
This is a geezer that's got 25,000 Twitter followers. Yeah? Fuck off.
I'm sure he's really heartbroken.
I'll never forget this. I will never forgive him for it. Mate, seriously, should I get the fucking violins out and the fucking rose petals? Fucking seriously. Mate, divs, right?
What are you going to do?
And that is the downside to social media and a global fan base. You've got fucking divs like that want to sit there backing one player over the manager of one of the biggest football clubs in the world. Yeah? Right? Or back one manager over one of the biggest football clubs in the world. I support Arsenal because I support Arsenal, and I have done for 30 years, yeah? I've never once supported one player. I've never once supported one manager, yeah? Because as Kenny says, the club is the fucking star. And the quicker people get that into their brain, the quicker Arsenal fan base, as a global fan base, collectively push forward as one. But that small percentage of fucking divs, yeah, that will do anything to get a retweet or a like, yeah, they're basically fucking pimping themselves out on Twitter.
But here's
embarrassing.
I don't think us as a fan base will ever be one. It will never happen. We are the most aggressive, the most poisonous.
You're right. Because do you know what? Once the poster boy's gone, yeah,
there'll be something else.
It'll be Granit Xhaka. That'll be the next one.
100%.
And the quicker all this previous regime players are binned, the fucking better. And the quicker we move on. Because once they are all binned, yeah, maybe not the Aubameyangs and the Lacazettes of this world, yeah? Because let's be real, they're like levels above the Xhakas, the Ozils, and all that in terms of performance on the pitch, yeah? But when we've been Mustafi and Cech and players like that, yeah, that are gone, this club moves forward, right? And people are telling me, oh, yeah, but like, I have some kids that say to me, I'd just rather Ozil on the pitch no matter what. Doesn't matter what position he plays. Mate, right? Somebody even said to me, we all see how it happened with Jose and Pogba. Really? I'd compare it more to Aguero and Pep.
But this is the thing. Was he turning up trees for the previous manager last season? I don't remember that.
But not only that, since Jose's been sacked, Pogba's put in the 11 or 12 games since he's been sacked, or left by mutual consent, whatever it was, 8 out of 10 he's played in 9 out of 11 games. When has Ozil ever played 8 out of 10, 9 out of 11 games?
Just in 3 games.
Compare it to fucking Pogba, right? I'd compare it more to the Pep Guardiola and Aguero situation. When Pep took over, he called out Aguero, yeah? And he said to him, you do not do it off the ball. You don't press. You don't harry. You don't tackle. You don't run back. You don't get yourself into a position to try and press for the team, for the sake of the team, yeah? He then dropped him. Aguero thought, you know what? Fuck you, yeah? I'm one of the best centre-forwards in the world, right? I'm going to raise my game. Emery does it after Man City to Ozil, first game of the season. He then subs him in the Chelsea game after 65 minutes. All of a sudden, Ozil's storming out of training because he's dropped against West Ham. Yeah? Now, all these months later, he's never getting picked again. And it's like, Aguero said, fuck you, Pep. I don't care who you are. I'm going to prove you wrong. Yeah? Ozil's going, I'm comfortable, bruv. Yeah. I'm comfortable. I'll go over and play Fortnite. He's the highest paid fucking FIFA Fortnite player in the world, bro. Right? But anyway, let's move on, man. Let's move on because, like,
Right.
you know,
I can already feel it.
the
I'm not even looking at the chat room yet. I can already feel ambition. All right.
Listen, they still watch, yeah? Listen, it's our opinion. If you don't agree, put it in the comments. We'll have a debate. It's cool. It ain't no drama. My word ain't gospel. Your word ain't gospel. It's my opinion.
Yeah. All right. I mean, kind of in terms of the squad, Ozil aside, what do you think of it? Because I'm a bit surprised Jenkinson ain't getting a look in at all. And I'm like, you really fancy what's his name?
To be honest with you, right? I went out there last year. Yeah, I went to Bate last year. I went all around fucking the Balkans to get there, but I went there, yeah, right? And the squad we took out there last year was nowhere near the levels of the squad we're taking out there this year, yeah?
It was very young and inexperienced.
So anybody who's crying about the squad we're taking, wake up and give your head a wobble and go back to the 4-2 win last season, yeah? Theo Walcott passed up the opportunity of a hat-trick when we got a penalty and gave Giroud the penalty, which was his 100th goal for Arsenal, yeah? A few months later, Lacazette and Aubameyang do it and there's fucking meltdowns. Oh, here comes Aubameyang's giving Lacazette the penalty. Well, hang on a minute. 4 months earlier, Walcott gave Giroud the fucking penalty. Nobody said shit. Yeah? And that, in a nutshell, there sums up the fan base. Yeah? Reactionary. Yeah. It's like, 100%. Why are you do? Yeah? Just chill. We won the game. Who gives a fuck? Yeah? That game, I think Rob Holding scored last season. Joe Willock played. Jack Wilshere played. Walcott played. Giroud played. Most of these players ain't even fucking here anymore. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Mustafi played. Who else played in that game? Reece Nelson played. Do you know what I mean? And it's like people are crying because Mavropanos. Somebody said to me earlier, "Oh, but Mavropanos ain't there. It's a disgrace. I can't believe this classy club has not let." He's played 4 fucking games for Arsenal Football Club. What? And we're hinging our bets on fucking Mavropanos playing for us to win. Like, come on, man. Yeah, he's played 4 times for Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, who cares if he ain't going? Who cares? We're going to win anyway. We could put a reserve team out against this lot and beat them. End of story. End of story. But people love a meltdown. People love to be reactionary. People love to fucking, oh, but my favourite player's not there. Oh, this player's not picked. And the thing that fucks me off the most, right, is we build up players as a fan base, right? I get it. Young players, you want to see the young players come through. I've seen people crying about Mavropanos. Oh, he's not there, he's not there. Let's say Mavropanos plays and gives 2 penalties away and we lose 2-0. He'd get crucified.
100%.
Why did he start him? We had Koscielny on the bench. It's a fucking disgrace. Yeah? And that is how muggy football fans are. Yeah? It's fact. Not just Arsenal fans, football fans in general. Yeah? You're always fucking right after the event. It's true, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. So
for Mavropanos not to be in the squad, or Jenkinson, fair enough, I can see an argument for him to be in because I don't trust Lichtsteiner one bit, right?
Ooh.
But even with Lichtsteiner in that team, we'll still beat them, right?
Yeah.
Now, the way I'm looking at it is Unai Emery's won this 3 times in a row, yeah? Right? And again, this is one of our opportunities to qualify for Champions League whilst trying to win the trophy as well, right? So we win it. That's a trophy, a European trophy. It's not the trophy, but it's the next best thing. And we qualify, right? Why the fuck would he play Mavropanos? Let's be real. Yeah. The previous manager, we had him in the group stage last year. The previous manager was like, yeah, cool, it's group stage. We'll play the kids. And fair play, we got out of the group. We smashed it. Yeah, won nearly every game. We might have won all the games. I can't remember. Oh, no, we lost to Cologne, didn't we, away? Right? But I think we lost 1-0 to Cologne. But we got out the group, top of the group last season with the kids, or basically the reserves. Right? We're out the group this time. So it ain't no fucking around. We are out the group. We're in the knockout stages. Why the fuck would you play a kid in that? When your pedigree in that tournament, you've won it 3 times. Right? And you're 5th in the table and you've got an opportunity to go and win a trophy that you've already won 3 times. Why would you play a kid? No disrespect, but why would you put a player that's hardly played for Arsenal at centre-back? No disrespect, but why would you do that? You wouldn't. Your job's on the line. His job is on the line. Let's be real. Yeah, we get knocked out and we finish 6th. There's going to be a lot of people calling for his head.
Do you think he'd get sacked?
I don't think he'll get sacked. I think he's been told he's got another contract on the table. And I genuinely think he'll sign another contract in the summer.
Wow.
Because he only got given 2 years, didn't he? Right?
Yeah.
Which I thought was a little bit odd to start off with, but I see it, yeah? We give him 2 years. We only give him 70 million, right? We'll see how he does, right? Because he just has fucking jogged himself on, the bald cunt, yeah? See ya. Go and ruin AC Milan. Good luck with the ultras out there, bruv, yeah? Right? Because they will storm your fucking office, right? Yeah? They will find your address and they will fucking hunt you down, bruv, yeah? They'll have, as Claude once said, they'll have a fucking horse's head on his pillow, right? Yeah? But it's true. They don't fuck about in Italy, mate. Seriously. They take their football seriously, right? Now, I think that now Gazidis has gone and Raul has come in, I think that Raul and Emery have got that bond, yeah? And I think that that's why Ozil's being outed. It's like, yeah, just ditch him. Ditch him, yeah? And people go, yeah, but surely you want to showcase him and show that he's a good player, so potential suitors come in. No.
Yeah.
He signed a 4-year contract in the summer. If we want to sell him, it's 50, 60, 70 million pounds plus wages. Ain't no motherfucker going for that. Yeah, let's have it right.
I'm starting to think also that there might be some sort of deal in Ozil's contract to say if you play a certain amount of games,
in the squad and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have to pay X amount.
I heard that about Ramsey's contract at Juve. I see 3 or 4 different reports. I said it in my my video about it yesterday. Every time he plays, he gets 70 grand bonus on top of his base. Yeah, but whether that's true or not, I don't know. But having spoken to a guy called John Smith, who used to be Maradona's agent,
okay,
and
John Smith,
yeah,
isn't that one that Robbie speaks to sometimes?
Yeah, the guy's sound, mate. He is the nicest guy I've ever met in my life. Yeah, most genuine person. But that guy is so well connected.
After me, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, obviously, right. But that guy's so well connected, right? But when I was talking to him, it was about this time last year. Yeah, it might have been, about January last year I spoke to him, yeah. He was saying to me that players' contracts, like, they have all sorts of weird things in there. Like, you know, fucking, if you play after 65 minutes, you'll get an extra 30 grand. Or if you come on as a substitute, you'll get another 20 grand. Or if you make the full 90 minutes from start to finish, you'll get another 10 grand bonus. If you score, you'll get 3 grand, blah, 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 right? And he was like, and that makes sense with the Ozil thing, the fact that he's constantly being ditched from squads. And then he's putting tweets out, great day in training today. Yeah. And it's like, well, and that's, I can see why people get the oh, hang on, he trained really well today, but he's not in the squad. Oh, Emery, and it's a natural reaction. I get it, right? But at the same time, the club is the star, as Kenny Ken says, right? And Emery is not dropping this guy and not putting him in the reserves or not taking him or whatever without Raul Sahali's fucking backing and blessing, right? And the only way to get rid of him, because nobody's coming in and bidding 50 million plus wages for a 30-year-old player who will be turning 31 next season, yeah? Never in a million years unless it's China.
Yeah.
And does he fancy China? Probably not, right?
I don't know. He paid him enough money, he might.
Nah, he ain't going China, bruv. Right, no disrespect to China, yeah, but why would you leave London?
But here's the thing. I think that was true in January. But now, clearly these motherfuckers ain't getting on. He might just think to himself, you know what? China's a big market. If I can get the payday that I want...
It'd be idolised out there. It'd be idolised.
Exactly.
You see how he was in Singapore in pre-season. Nobody turned up for Ramsey. They went there for Ozil. Let's be real.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, and as much as I don't particularly rate him as a player, yeah, the PR side of what he does is fucking nailed on because he's got people eating out of his hand. Yeah, right. So China would be a big market, but do you know what? I think America.
Okay,
yeah? And I could see him at a New York Red Bulls or an LA Galaxy. He's got that about him. Do you know what I mean? I think that
they afford him.
Like, yeah. Of course they can afford him, man. Of course they can afford him.
I know what they did with Bex, but that was a long time ago. Like,
mate, anyone who can afford Zlatan Ibrahimovic can afford Mesut Ozil. Let's be real.
Yeah, but could they afford two of them? This is the point I'm making.
Well, maybe one's going to go. You know what I mean? Maybe one's going to say, I've had enough of playing football now. I'm going to hang up my boots.
Yeah, I see.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that could be a little thing. But at the same time, the only way you get rid of a player on that much money that you don't want at your football club, is to go, yeah, cool, you ain't in the squad. You ain't in the squad. And then come the summer, you sit him down and say, you're not in my plans next season. He then has a choice. Am I a mercenary who sits here like Winston Bogart and goes, I'm sweet sitting on the bench, bruv. Yeah, cool. I'm sweet not playing. Yeah, I'll just go and play Fortnite. Or does he go, for the good of my brand, for the good of my career, for the good of me personally, I'm going to go and play football. And we will find out a lot about Mr. Ozil in the summer. But like I said, the meltdown over it and the meltdown over Mavropanos and Jenkinson and other players that ain't in the squad is so over the top when you go back and look at the squad that played against them last season. Yeah, and I know it was the group stage. I get that. But at the same time, me and you could play against Bate Borisov and do well. Yeah, let's be real. We could do bits against them. That's how I see it.
Yeah, and I suppose that kind of brings us kind of full circle towards tomorrow's match. How are you feeling about the game tomorrow? Because you would think last 32, this is going to be the business end of the competition because we go into knockout stages. There's no fucking around now. We've got to lay a statement of intent, in my view, and really send a message that we're here to get as far as we can. We're here to win this fucking thing, regardless of if there are people out there that think we can't do it. Realistically, this has to be our first choice route of getting to the Champions League, right? And apart from anything, winning something.
So, I kind of disagree with our first choice route because we're 1 point off fourth.
Yeah, but
and in the next 5-6 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever, Man United have still got to play Liverpool, Tottenham, Man City. Do you know what I mean?
In that case, let me ask
and us as well. So they've got to play four top teams in the next 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, right.
What would you
let's suppose I'd rather win a trophy.
Yeah,
I'd rather win a trophy. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about fourth. And I'll be straight up honest with you. I don't give a toss if we finish fourth, fifth, or sixth. Yeah, because you know what? Fourth is third loser. Yeah, fifth is fourth loser. Sixth is fifth loser. So guess what? If we win a trophy, I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. Am I going to remember in 40 years' time that we finished fourth? Yeah. Am I going to remember that we finished fourth 40 years down the road? Come on, man. I'd sit there and tell my grandkids, oh, yeah, by the way, back in 2019, what it was is Unai Emery was in his first season. He kept benching a guy who was on stupid money and then not picking him. Oh, and we actually finished fourth that season. Come on, man. Fuck it. You don't have that conversation. Yeah? I'll be telling my grandkids about the day I went to Wembley and see Aaron Ramsey score a fucking winner against Chelsea, literally straight from kickoff after they'd equalised, and we lifted the trophy for a record-breaking time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about trophies, but I don't think that our route into the Champions League is main focus Europa League because we're 1 point off fourth, and as much as I don't give a fuck about fourth, I still think we'll finish fourth.
But that's the thing. But
if we get both, it'd be mad.
I know why people want us to put all our eggs into Europa League, but you're right in a lot of ways.
Have you seen the teams left in the Europa League? Have you seen the teams left in it? What people think we're going to walk that?
People are acting like Napoli ain't a decent team, bruv. No,
mate, Napoli, Lazio. I don't want to go fucking Lazio away. Jesus Christ. Yeah? Fucking hell, mate. Firstly, you got to fucking dodge their ultras, right? Yeah. And they're fucking naughty, bro. Yeah? You don't want to fuck with them, right? They fucking start slapping you up, right? Yeah. And I'm only skinny, bro. I can't be dealing with knives and blades and all that shit over in Lazio. I'm not saying all their fans are like that before any Lazio fans come in. Right? I just want to put a disclaimer out there, right? And I quite rate Lazio as a football club. Right? But, mate, the teams that are left in this competition are no fucking joke. They are no joke, yeah? I went through the fucking list of games over this game week. Mate, the teams left in that, if we win it, that is a mad achievement. Yeah, because the Europa League now is not what it was when United won it.
Mm.
It's not where it was fucking back then when they're playing Ajax kids in the final. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah. Now, and fair play to Jose because he raised the profile of this competition by winning it.
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Whether it was against the kids all the way through or not, yeah, is irrelevant, right? He raised the profile by taking it seriously and winning the competition. And since then, everyone's gone, do you know what? We'll have a fucking crack at that. And let's be real, right? And let's be real. Chelsea are in it still, right? And no matter how shit they have been, they have got a chance to win this.
At the weekend, they will still be a threat in that competition.
Exactly, mate. I don't want to get them. I'd get them in the final. I'd take them in the final because that's a one-off game. Over 2 legs against Chelsea, no thanks. No thanks. Yeah, because if Eden Hazard fancies it, our defence is fucked. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want that. But if you look at the teams that are left in this competition, there's literally 10, 12, 14 teams out of 32 that could potentially win it. Yeah. Whereas last season it was, well, if you beat Atletico, you win it. Yeah. This season, it's a different kettle of fish, right? And I always said from early last season, and Robbie was going mad at me, like, how can you want Atletico? Yeah. I wanted Atletico fucking first knockout stage, yeah? Get it done. You beat Atletico, you go on and win the tournament. And guess what? I was proved right. They won it. Yeah. Anyone who beat them would have won the tournament. Nobody beat them, hence they won it. Yeah. It's true though, isn't it? Yeah. You got to beat the best.
Atletico is the only other team in there other than us that could have done something last year. Whereas this year, I could legitimately pick 4 to 5 teams that could genuinely win this thing.
Yeah. Genuinely. Mate, I could pick 10. Quite comfortably, 10. Go bring it up on the internet. Yeah, Google it. Go and have a look at the teams left in Europa League. Mate, it is no fucking joke. Yeah, we are talking
the subject at hand.
Mate, we're talking Napoli, Lazio. I think Leipzig are in there. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Chelsea. Yeah, fucking Milan. I think one of the Milans is in there. Inter in there. Yeah, so there's some fucking good teams in there, mate.
So the last 32.
Mad. It's mad.
Gosh, they are some teams.
You know what I'm saying? It's mate. It's not like last season. It seems to take it seriously now.
You're right. So Inter are in here. Lazio, Seville.
Sevilla, exactly. And we know they've won it like fucking 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Olympiacos, expect.
Yeah, you don't want to be going to Olympiacos. I think Besiktas are in there. Are Besiktas in there?
Fenerbahce in there.
But yeah, you do not want to be going there for an away game. No, thank you. No thanks. That's welcome to hell.
You know what Galatasaray is like.
No, I'm saying, yeah.
Betis, if they fancy it, you never know. All it needs is a run. That's all it needs.
And this is what I'm saying, right? You see these teams here? Yeah, they're not the glamour tie. They're not the glamour tie, but all these teams are technically gifted and they're fucking tough away days, yeah? And you could quite comfortably get a home game against them, win 1-0, but then get done 2-0 out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Valencia picked up form, so they could... I mean,
fuck Valencia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea, like we said.
Mate, go through all the teams. Yeah, there's some
Sporting Lisbon. Oh, fuck. I forgot them motherfuckers are still in
Sporting Lisbon, we'd have no drama, man. Welbeck scored against them.
Villarreal. Oh, Shakhtar Donetsk is still in there. Okay, yeah.
So I'm saying you do not want to be going to these places for away games, mate. Yeah, no matter how good you are at home, you do not want to be travelling to these games away, right? And if you go to them away first, like let's say you go to these games away first, let's say you get a Napoli away and you lose 2-0, you're fucked for the home game. Yeah. Let's say you win, you lose 2-1. Yes, you've nicked an away goal. They just park the bus.
So what? But with that, then what are we saying there? So we're saying that basically the main threats are all the Italian teams,
all the Italians, and the Turkish teams. Yeah,
and the Turkish,
and Valencia, and even Valencia and Sevilla. Yeah, Betis, I don't think could be no drama. Yeah,
and Chelsea. To be honest.
Even Inter Milan. This is what I'm saying. You could pick 10 teams that could potentially win that. Well, we picked all the Italian teams, right? So there's 3 or 4 of them, yeah, right. 3 Spanish teams, right? 2 or 3 Turkish teams.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Chelsea, mate. Shakhtar Donetsk could easily knock us out. Yeah, that's not an easy game.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. There's maybe 8, 10, 12 games in there where I'd be like, Jesus, this ain't easy. Yeah, so it's not about a Borisov away. It's now you're going Napoli away. Yeah, that ain't easy.
So it's not. It's about not only just winning, but having we got to have a nice draw as well.
Yeah, yeah. Get a nice route to Azerbaijan. Fucking hell. Yeah, Baku 20. That's what we call it. Yeah. Baku. But you know what? I found out the other day as well. I didn't know this, right? The Champions League final is actually in June. I know I'm going off topic here. Yeah? The Champions League final is in June. What the fuck is that all about? Yeah. The Europa League final is the week earlier. Yeah, so it's the end of May. Right.
Okay,
Last season, the Champions League final was the end of May. When the fuck has the Champions League final ever been in June?
It's never been in June, but maybe they're just trying to space it out since there's not a World Cup or a Euro.
The reason I brought that up is I heard it on TalkSport, and they were talking about Man United before the game against PSG last night, yeah? And they were saying that Solskjaer's got a contract until May, the end of May. So if they got to the final, what would they do? Because it's in June? Yeah? And I was like, right. So I Googled it. I was like, actually, fucking hell, it's actually in June. I couldn't believe it. Last year it was 26th of May. Yeah, I was like, shit, Champions League final in June. That's my birthday month, man. Do you know what I mean? It's a good month. But yeah, it's like, mate, listen, Europa League is not our be all and end all to get Champions League next season. Man United, like I said, yeah, they've got Liverpool, they've got Tottenham, they've got Man City, and they've got us all in the next 4 or 5 weeks. They've got Crystal Palace away. That ain't easy. And all we've got is Man United and Tottenham away. We've got Man United at home, Tottenham away. We've played the rest, right? Yes, we've got Wolves away, Leicester away. They're not easy games, right? But if you look at our running compared to Man United's or Chelsea's, ours is easy. Yeah, and that's why I think we will sneak top 4. And if we sneak top 4, yeah, and get to the semi of a Europa League, you can say that's been a successful season compared to last season, can't you? Do you know what I mean? But
100%. All right. So before we actually get on with the team that I'm going to pick, because I know you're going to do your
I've already recorded it. I just don't put it out yet.
Oh yeah, put it out. Well, so 9 o'clock it is then. I know what it is.
You know what time it is. 9 o'clock every week.
Already. Without you saying, 9 o'clock tune into League Others. Is 1 to 11. So that should coincide nicely with this.
Yeah, 9 o'clock every game. The day before, I put my preview out at 9 o'clock at night.
There you go. And I just wanted to talk about very, very quickly the Ramsey thing. So again, for those who ain't seen it, go to Lee's channel, Lee Gunner, and you will see his very frank views on the Ramsey situation. This is getting scary because that's another one I completely and utterly agree with you on, 100%.
This is getting too regular now. You agreeing with me?
I know. It feels weird, don't it? It feels weird.
Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, I've got to admit, I completely agree with you. For me, I have no hatred, and just to let people know, because I know people are asking if I was going to do a video on this, and I wasn't. But to me, just very quickly, I have no issue whatsoever with Ramsey. Go get your money, brother. Go get that money. The issue I have.
Did you say the same about Sanchez?
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. So you're not a hypocrite.
The way I see it is, for me, a football career is too short. If you can get 400,000 for what you do, listen, I ain't gonna shit on you for that. Whether you think Ramsey is worth that or anything is another conversation. I ain't gonna shit on a player for it. What I don't like is this romantic attitude that Ramsey is a legend. He's this, that, and the other. When that fucking story initially came out, I remember the only 2 people that were backing this, but Ramsey was asking for dumb money, was me and you.
I'll chuck one other person into the mix there. Bro. Craig from Same Old Arsenal podcast.
Okay, fair enough. I know Craig speaks sense. So yeah, that was the only people I heard. Well, I didn't hear Craig. So me and you, I can only talk about me and you in that situation. My thing was this. If it was so easy, if you wanted to stay so bad, what took him so long? What really took him so long? And the thing is that I don't even hate on him. My man clearly saw what Ozil had and said, if you want me to stay, I want that.
See, do you know what? You've hit the nail on the head, right? What he done is he sat there last summer, right? And he watched Alexis Sanchez go, I want to go out of here. I want to go. I want to win trophies. I want this. I want that. Blah, 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 blah. And you see Mesut Ozil play the PR game perfectly, just sitting back in the wings, whilst also doing the same as Sanchez did, running his contract down, right? One of them just apparently is a snake and caused a scene and caused disruption in the dressing room. Yeah. This is the same dressing room where Koscielny's come out and said, my kid bullies me because we're shit. Yeah. That's the mentality we've got in the dressing room. Right. You've then got Hector Bellerin coming out saying, Bellerin's coming out saying, well, yeah, sometimes his will to win was too much.
That kid was definitely a mini league gunner, by the way.
Right. Right. His will to win is too much. Jesus, yeah, sometimes it becomes too much. Oh, right, okay. Good job you left Barcelona then, bruv. Yeah, because you would have been outed by Messi anyway, right? But it's true though, isn't it? Listen, all the top players are arseholes, mate. Messi runs Barcelona. Neymar runs PSG. Yeah, and they can out people. Ibrahimovic, yeah, got outed by Messi. Ibrahimovic.
And Ronaldo runs Juventus these days.
Yeah,
so,
he used to run Madrid.
Ramsey better be on his P's and Q's when he goes over there.
Mate, I can't wait until Claude said it the other day. I can't wait till he starts doing these fancy flicks and tricks and Ronaldo rips the shit out of him. Mate, trust me, you've heard it here first, right? Scream grab it. He'll be playing for Everton in 2 years. I'm not even winding you up. I'm being straight up fucking serious, mate, yeah? Because he will get found out tactically over in Italy. Right, in England, you might be able to get away with it and get a pass. Yeah, in Italy, they're tactically aware and tactically astute. He will get found out left, right, and centre in that league, mate.
I bet United grab him. United have always wanted Ramsey. They'll grab him from Juve. They will.
Maybe, but he will not do the whole 4 years in Juve.
Oh, now Stel was in the chat room. Stel, tell me that you wouldn't grab Ramsey next year if it was possible. I know they would. I know they would. They love them a bit of Ramsey.
He'll probably say straight swap for Pogba.
Probably would. So it's a controversial one like that.
No, but do you know what? Yeah, Ramsey sat there and he watched them two play each other off last season, and both sit there, and it was a game of chess. Who's going to make the first move? Yeah. And eventually Sanchez we had a bid coming from City for 60 mil, and the club rejected it stupidly. Take the 60 mil and run. Yeah, and then we swap him for Mkhitaryan. Now, whether you think that's right or wrong is irrelevant, yeah? Aaron Ramsey has then seen Mesut Ozil sign up to a big bumper deal, right? And he's thought, do you know what? I'm having some of that. And I agree with Claude on this, yeah? Claude said he was never, ever, ever going to fucking sign a deal for Arsenal, right? And he's watched them two play each other off, yeah? And his agent has gone, do you know what? Yeah, just keep playing the game. Keep playing the game. Run it down. I've got this club interested. I've got that club interested.
That agent was so on point.
Mate, his agent deserves a knighthood for getting him 400 grand a week, right? And I've seen all these people going, yeah, but that's pre-tax, and it's still 400 grand a week.
What's your point? There is nobody that receives a salary today that says if they got he got more than double his salary, right? If you were given more than double your salary,
he got 4 times his money at Arsenal.
Would your first reaction be, well, that's before tax?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's like Alexis Sanchez. Everyone goes, oh, he's a money grabber. He's a money grabber. He's on 500 grand a week. Yeah, take the tax off of that. Yeah, he's on about 270. Yeah, the tax rate in Italy is the same as it is in England. Let's be real. Right? Yeah, I had a row with someone the other day about it, and I actually Googled it, and the tax bracket in Italy is 45%. Yeah, over a certain amount, and the tax bracket in England is about the same. Yeah. So that he'd be earning the same money in England after tax than he would in Italy. But because in Italy they report it net rather than gross, everyone's going, yeah, but that's before tax. And it's still 400 grand a week. Yeah? And for them to pay him 400 grand a week, fair play to them, mate. They don't even realise what they've got themselves into. Yeah? And he has to perform every single game. Yeah, because their fans are ruthless, mate. Yeah, their fans ain't fucking about. They are on it. Yeah, and as soon as he starts dropping 1 out of 10s and 2 out of 10s, which he's done for Arsenal on many occasions, yeah, they'll be on his case. The white flags will be out. Do you know what I mean? And listen, good luck to him, mate. Yeah, he's not a great footballer. He's a good footballer, right? He hasn't lived up to the hype at Arsenal, and he's gone and bagged himself 400 grand a week. Fair play to him. Yeah, his agent would have got a cut out of that. His agent would have got 5%, 10%, right? And he would have got a nice little signing on fee, 5, 10%. So that deal, all in all, is about £90 million, which, when you look at it, the flip side, you could say, well, that's £40 million as a transfer fee on 200 grand a week. That's £80 million, yeah, over 4 years, right? But this reminds me of the Giroud saga, right? Our fans sit there and love off Giroud, sing his name when he's coming on against us to try and score, yeah, right? It's true, mate. I was at the game. They're singing his name as he's coming on the pitch. He's running on the pitch. Olivier Giroud, yeah, and they're all going singing his song, right? And it's like, hold up, this guy's coming on to score against us. And this is where I pose the question, right? If Aaron Ramsey had been sold for £50 million or £40 million, everyone would have gone, sweet, yeah, buzzing, well happy with that, mate. But because he's gone for nothing, it's let him have his payday. Let him have his payday. He's fucking mugged us off all year, right? It's true, right? Olivier Giroud, yeah, but it landed us a Aubameyang. Really? He turned Borussia Dortmund down as a straight swap plus cash. Yeah? Oh, yeah, but he wanted to stay in London. All right, well, how comes he turned down West Ham then? Do you know what I mean? He turned down Everton, West Ham, Marseille and Borussia Dortmund to join fucking Chelsea. Chelsea. And people are going, oh, yeah, but, oh, yeah, it got us a Aubameyang.
It's favourites, isn't it?
Yeah, Alexis Sanchez waltzes off to fucking Man United. Yeah, and it's, Willie's gone to Man United. Yeah, we know the history between Arsenal and Man United. Well, I'm sorry. Cesc Fabregas is classed as snake for joining Chelsea, but Olivier Giroud turns down 4 clubs, including one that Aubameyang could have done a straight swap from, but he's a hero. And it's the same with Ramsey. Yeah, and like you said, it's favourites. Yeah, but if both of them were world class, Ramsey and Giroud, they would be money grabbing snakes. Yeah, but because they're not world class, like Alexis Sanchez was for us for 3 years, yeah, it's let them have their payday. Yeah, they've helped. Oh yeah. At the end of the day, Giroud ain't really too fussed. Ramsey, yeah, go and enjoy them. Juve, mate, go and enjoy it. Yeah, cool. Go and play with Ronaldo, Dybala, all them players, Pjanic, all them top players. Fair play to you, yeah? But at the same time, let's not pretend that he ain't fucking held us to ransom for over a year with a contract offer on the table, right? And his agent has played us like a fiddle. Yeah, we remember last summer against PSG, I think it was, or Atletico in pre-season, at the start of this season, and he was asked by a reporter, are you staying? Are you signing a new deal? Blah, blah, blah. And he stood there and he fucking smirked, yeah? Like smirking away like, well, that's up to my agent. Yeah, the talks are ongoing. Yeah, let's not pretend that at that point, the agent didn't know that Juve were going to have a bumper pay deal on the table. Yeah, because they fucking did. Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? But because he's British, because he's been here 11 years, because he's scored 2 cup final winners, I'll let him go and have his payday. Come on, man, seriously. And that's what I'm saying about reactionary and about like the fan base. It's flip-floppy. Do you know what I'm saying? Sanchez, yeah, I know he's gone to Man United, which is a cardinal sin. But Giroud goes to Chelsea after rejecting 4 clubs, and it's, oh yeah, but it helps get Aubameyang. Yeah, it's just, mate, come on. You've got to strip all this shit back and analyse it properly. He could have gone to Borussia Dortmund for cash plus a straight swap, yeah? Right? He decided not to. Then Everton, I get why, because he banged a hooker in Everton, so his missus was having none of that, right? Right? Yeah, I get that, right? Marseille, his missus was like, no, I want to stay in London. Okay, cool. Why not West Ham then, bruv? Oh, because you decided you'd go to Chelsea. Chelsea. But Fabregas gets coated off after we rejected Fabregas, and he went, "I'll go Chelsea then. You're a snake." But the reason Cesc is a snake, the reason Cesc is a snake is because he went to the Grand Prix instead of playing for Arsenal. Fucking turn it in. Seriously, come on, man. Yeah, Cesc Fabregas is one of the best midfielders I've ever seen in my life watching football. Yeah, snake, because he went Chelsea.
Yeah, I agree with it. For me, I don't understand the venom when it comes to Cesc, but those are the same guys that will give Giroud a pass. It's like, hold on. We rejected Cesc, right? Cesc wanted to come back.
When we were in for Sanchez, we had representatives over in Barcelona. Cesc phoned the previous manager and said, "Are they here for me?" And they went, "Nah." The previous manager went, "Nah, we're there for Alexis."
Yeah.
So then he had a choice, and he joined Chelsea.
And the thing is, he wanted to come. Who wouldn't leave Arsenal for Barcelona? I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Let's forget the fact that he's from the damn.
At least we got fucking money for him.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's not like he fucking played us off and run his contract down. Yeah. And let's be real here, right? People go on about best fucking creative player in history. This guy's got world records in the Guinness Book of Records. Yeah. He's the only player, in the history of football to have six seasons where he's got 10 assists or more. Yeah. He's the only player in history to have I think more than 3 seasons where he's got double digits of goals and assists back to back. And let's be real, he also made the assist, which everyone knocks one out for, in the World Cup final for Iniesta. Yeah. But he's a snake. Yeah, one of the best midfielders I've ever seen, mate, and I would still have him now in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I agree. All right, looking ahead towards the game. I'm going to go give my hopeful 1 to 11. Get your prediction and we'll get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man.
So, in terms of my hopeful 1 to 11, and I'm going to look at the squad that I think I still got up.
I'll start. We'll go Leno in goal.
Yeah.
And
hard to even make it.
Yeah, mate. Listen, Petr Cech done. Yeah, and I've seen people go, "No, let's do it for Cech and Ramsey." Come on, man. Let's do it for Arsenal Football Club. Let's do it for all the fans that have gone through a decade of bullshit. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Right. I don't care that they're leaving.
Cech's last performance was so bad. Yeah. I mean, it was so bad. I just thought, you know what? Nah.
What about let's do it for Danny Welbeck, who's also leaving? You know what I'm saying? No mention of Welbeck, innit? You know what I'm saying? Right? Let's do it for Lichtsteiner, who's on a 1-year deal, who's leaving at the end of the season. Come on, man. It's so hypocritics me off, yeah? Just little things, like, just wind me up. But Leno, for me, when it doesn't matter what back line we play, whether it's a 3, a 5, a 4, whatever, when Leno's in goal, every single one of them defenders knows, as soon as he gets the ball, split. Yeah, and you know that he's comfortable on the ball to put it anywhere on the pitch. Yeah, when Cech's in goal, they all start flapping. Yeah? You could fire a ball to Mustafi, he might control it, right? And then fire it back to Leno. Man's controlling it, cool as a cucumber, 2 players bearing down on him, and he just dinks it straight to Torreira. Petr Cech does that, it's nearly an own goal. And it goes out for a corner. You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck Cech, man. Done.
I must admit, I'm still not completely convinced by Leno, but I must admit, last couple of weeks, I think he's done pretty well.
Mate, his save against, I can't remember the striker's name or the winger's name at Huddersfield. Diakabi, I think it might have been. I might be wrong, right? But it was quite early on in the second half against Huddersfield. Yeah, they squared the ball back across the box. The guy had 3/4 of the goal to aim at. And Leno caught it from 6 yards out, diving down to his left. Yeah, and hung on to it. He didn't parry it, he caught it. And I was like, rah. Yeah, that could have got them right back in that game. What a save, mate. Yeah, what a save. And for that alone, mate, listen, Petr Cech's been a great goalkeeper, but we ain't had the best years out of him. Let's be real. We've signed a declining goalkeeper. Yeah, and he's done. Don't even care. Ain't playing him.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'm going to go 4 at back. Just because I hate when we play 3 at the back, to be honest. I'm going to play Ainsley Maitland-Niles purely because I'd rather him than Lichtsteiner there, to be perfectly honest. Not necessarily because Ainsley is faultless there, but I'd play him there. And in spite of everything you said earlier, I would play Mavropanos and Koscielny. I would. I'll be honest. Fuck Mustafi. Fuck him.
Do you know what, right? You could play Mavropanos, but he ain't in the squad, bruv.
Oh, he's not in the squad. I thought I saw his name.
I don't think he's in the squad, is he? He's not in the squad, mate. I'm
Oh,
sure he's not. No, he's not in the squad.
Shit.
That's what I was saying earlier. People are in meltdown because he ain't in the squad. Like he's our saviour.
Oh, okay. But then fuck Mustafi.
Fuck
Monreal.
4 at the back as well. You can't play 4 at the back now because you've got to put Lichtsteiner there. And I refuse to put Lichtsteiner there.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Unless you're going with Mustafi, Koscielny. Okay.
Koscielny and Monreal. Fuck it. I think they can both defend pretty well.
Right, so you're going with Koscielny, Monreal, Maitland-Niles at right back, left back Kolasinac.
Yeah.
Wow.
Out of necessity more than...
Wow. I'd play Mustafi and put Monreal at left back.
Fuck Mustafi. Fuck him.
Which is completely different to what I picked in my my preview because I went 5 at the back and I went 3 at the back and 2 wing backs.
I know Mustafi at some point in the night will show you why I didn't want him to play there in the first place. I know he's going to show. So yeah, Mustafi for me. Mustafi does not get in the team for me. But I'm sure he'll play tomorrow.
See the thing with Mustafi, yeah, right? He's shit. Let's be real, yeah. He's shit, right? But he has been vastly improved this season compared to last season. I think he's been so much better this season. I know he plays shit against Huddersfield, right? And he was just walking the ball out of play or hoofing it long and giving the ball back, which is not what we're about.
The last game, bruv. He
was shit. He was.
I'll admit his second half was better, but overall he was still fucking shit.
Yeah, but if you analyse his performances overall this season, other than Fulham where he played like a dickhead and gave a penalty away, yeah, and what was the other game? Man City where he got substituted after fucking up. Yeah, he hasn't actually been that bad consistently over a period of time compared to the last season or the season before. And I've watched him closely all season this season. He don't dive in 2-footed like he has done. I know he still does it every now and again. He has a head rush. But last season, he was doing it every fucking... As soon as the game starts, first tackle, bang, 2-footed. Yeah? Sliding on the floor like it's a fucking water slide at the fucking swimming pool, yeah? Right, this season, he ain't been doing it as much. But the biggest miss for him is Socrates and Holding. Yeah, because I think when they both play with him, I think he's a lot better. Yeah. But because none of those two motherfuckers are about, he doesn't get it. Yeah, he goes back to fucking type. You know what I mean?
I know Xhaka has travelled. He don't still get in my starting squad. I'm sorry.
Okay, so your back 4 is Maitland-Niles, Koscielny, Monreal, Kolasinac. Wow. Okay. To be fair, I could have my missus playing at centre back and she'd still do better than fucking.
And there you go. There you go.
We'll still win the game. Right, so we're going. What are we doing? 4-4-2.
Monreal is the second best centre back and he's a left back. He'll be fine.
That's quite worrying actually.
He'll be fine.
Do you know what? Right. Anyone who can't remember the goals from last season in this game, yeah, Bate against Arsenal, go back and have a look at the Bate Borisov header against us. What a fucking goal! Yeah, what a goal! I was right down the other end, yeah, but mate, seriously, what a fucking header! First half it was, yeah, diving header, and it was like the Van Persie one in the World Cup. Yeah, it weren't as good as that, but mate, it was a great cross in by their winger, and what a fucking header! Yeah, and I think Holding and Mustafi played that night. I think Koscielny might have played them. Oh no, Koscielny was out injured, I think. But yeah, Mustafi and Holding played that night. Yeah, neither of them could do anything about that. Yeah, go and YouTube it after this. Yeah, Bate 2, Arsenal 4. Go and watch the highlights. The header from the guy. I think it was their second goal, first or second, whatever it was. Unbelievable header. And whoever that guy is, whose name I can't ever pronounce, I don't even know if he still plays for the club. Just stop him headering the ball. That's all we got to do, and it's done. It's simple as that. So, are we going 4-3-3 or 4-4-2?
4-3 for me. 4-3-3.
Okay, so Torreira.
So Torreira, not Xhaka.
Yeah, I was going to say Xhaka, no chance.
And I'm going to put Suarez. Suarez gets his first start. I think against these guys who won't press a lot, give him a bit of confidence, let him play that kind of Aaron Ramsey free type of role, and let's see what he's got. Let's see what this kid has actually got.
You mean the not track back role?
No, I'm hoping he track. He looks like he's got an engine on him. I'm hoping he does track back.
To be fair, when he came on against Huddersfield, I thought he was like quite tidy. Like with passing and that. Yeah, he didn't really have long enough, which is why I want him to start tomorrow, because obviously coming on against City weren't great when you lose him. Coming on against Huddersfield when they're all over you, pushing for a goal, it weren't great. So I really want him to start tomorrow and show us what he can do, because I wouldn't say I've followed his career, because I'd be blatantly lying, but I do watch La Liga, right? And I have seen him play a lot of times, mate, he's quite quick. A lot of people don't realise this. He's quite quick over the first 5 yards. And if you put him on a free kick, mate, the geezer's unreal on free kicks as well. So, I'd play him. So that's 4-3, and then we need 3 in front.
Yeah. So my 3 in front, controversially, I know, is going to be...
So are we going with... hang on one sec.
I know what you're going to ask. I'm going with 1 up top, two on either wing.
So basically it's a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
But then we're out of the ball, it's a 4-3-3 or a 4-5-1.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I get that. That's cool.
Controversial. I'm going to warn you now. I'm going to go with Lacazette on the right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Iwobi on the left, because I think he's better on the left. And then I'm going to go with the main man, Aubameyang up top. Now, I know what you're going to say. I'm going to go with Lacazette up top, Mkhitaryan on the right.
No, you'll be shocked. So, spoiler alert, Lacazette ain't in my starting 11.
Resting him. Okay, I can understand that.
Aubameyang didn't play at the weekend. Lacazette did. I'm not going
to. Do you know what?
I'm not going to give my team away, but I played 5 at the back.
I agree.
Went with a 5-1, 5-1-2-1.
I agree with you. For me, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was only as I was talking I remembered Mkhitaryan is back. So I'm gonna put Mkhitaryan on the right hand side, Iwobi on the left, and Aubameyang up top. Let's rest Lacazette for a sec.
So the thing is, right? We've got to realise that this team is shit. No disrespect to anyone from Belarus watching that supports them,
but they still need to be beat.
But exactly, they still need to be beat. We still need to be professional. But it's a plastic pitch as well. I'm sure it's a plastic pitch, right? I must admit, their stadium is the fucking bollocks, mate. Yeah, it looks like a spaceship. Yeah, I'll send you a picture afterwards. Right, I put it on my Instagram last year when I went. Right, but it's in the middle of a rainforest. It's fucked up, bruv. Yeah, right. But I tell you what, beforehand, right, that you know when you go on the concourse at Arsenal and go and order a beer or a drink, a soft drink and food and all that, theirs is basically a fucking tea urn that's being warmed up, right, with fucking some microwave warming food up, right. Well, I ordered a fuckload of food and drink, and when I checked my bank account when I got back to England, they took £2.57. So big up everyone at Bate, £2.57. That was like 25 quid's worth of food at the Emirates. You know what I mean? Mate, I must admit they were mad, right? And the guy who was stood in front of me, right, like one of the security, he looked like Klitschko. Yeah, he was undercover. He was fucking a big motherfucker with a little earpiece like KGB and all that. Do you know what I mean? Right, and at half time, I see him fucking walk out 2 guys that were fighting, and they fucking obviously took him in the rainforest and give him a fucking good hiding, mate. But yeah, it was good. I did like that stadium, but obviously I'd done it last year. I was like, nah, not again. But yeah, nice little stadium, good fans, and
what are you expecting tomorrow,
mate? Do you know what? One thing I will say as well, right? Minsk which is where we stayed, which is where it is, yeah. Mate, beautiful city, unbelievable, and it's so cheap. Like 20 cigarettes if you smoke are like 50p. Yeah, it's unbelievably cheap. We stayed in the Hilton last year, mate, unbelievable. So cheap. Everything was just fucking cheap. When we went to when we got on the coach to go to the ground from the hotel, yeah, and I'm going to big up Sport Options here, by the way. Yeah, Sport Options do a wicked job. Miles is the guy, yeah. Right, they lay on so many trips for not just Arsenal fans, but all the European games for English teams, right? Yeah. We got on the coach and we were driving to the ground and there was a roadblock. We were like, what the fuck's going on here? We'd literally just left like 10 minutes ago. It was the president of Belarus. Yeah, right. They blocked the road off because the president of Belarus was being rushed past on the main road. Yeah, it was like, fucking, mate, there's a game on, bruv. Move. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was fucking, no, it was good shit. But I did enjoy that trip, man. It was a nice stadium and good people. But ultimately, we're going there to win the game, which we did last season. Yeah. And I think we're going there this season with a much improved squad on last season. And we done them 4-2 last season. Yeah. And we had Willock, Nelson, Holding. There was a few other players. Wilshere played, Walcott played, Giroud. Obviously, a lot of these players aren't here anymore. A
complete second team.
Yeah, pretty much. It was pretty, but it was a group stage game. So, you know, it was early September when we went there.
Yeah, but we didn't have Aubameyang for that either.
No, exactly. Aubameyang weren't even signed for Arsenal then because it was September. So he weren't even in the plans, do you know what I mean? But we done them 4-2 last season. I think we're doing 4-0 this season.
Okay.
And I think it'll be comfortable. I think we'll start Aubameyang. I don't think Lacazette will start. Yeah, you'll have to watch my preview to find out my team, which will be out in about half an hour. And yeah, I think it'll be comfortable. I think we've got to go there and be professional. I think that this is basically their cup final. They've drawn Arsenal again. Yeah, and it's basically their cup final. Do you know what I mean? It's like their Europa League final for them. It's a big thing that Arsenal are coming to town. Yeah, so listen, if we knock off for 1 minute, they'll score a goal. We see they scored 2 last season. But luckily, we had enough quality to fucking do them last season with a reserve team. So I can't see it being no issue this season with the squad we've taken out there. So routine, man, 4-0.
Okay, 4-0.
I'm that confident we'll keep a clean sheet as well.
I was going to say, for me, I'm not. I think it'll be 3-1. But I think it'll be a win, a decent win. Finish them off at the Emirates, and then we'll be on to the next.
See, I think if we get the job done now, we can then rest our players and put a reserve team out, the Willocks and Ketias of this world. Yeah, the Sakas in the return leg. If we get a 3-4, 5-0 win, we can then rest the players, which means the next game we play in the league against Southampton, our players have had a full 10-day rest.
Let me ask you something, because I know Gunnar Michael, a friend of the show, is a big advocate of this kid. And I want to just ask you this question before we wrap up.
Yeah.
Do you expect Nketiah to play a part in this competition?
No. To be simple, no, I don't. And I'll tell you why.
I think he'll go on loan next season.
Yeah, I don't think it's because he's not good enough. Because I think clearly he's got quality. Chelsea fucked up by letting him go. Because he could have, I wouldn't say he would have got into Chelsea's first team, because even Hudson-Odoi can't get in their first team, and he's fucking levels above Nketiah. Right? But I think that when he's had his chance, which is limited at Arsenal, yeah, against Blackpool, for example, 2 absolute sitters missed in the first 5 minutes. Yeah, absolute sitters. We're not talking like fucking hard chances, tap-ins. And in the under-23s, he's bagging them in all day long. Yeah, but the pressure of stepping up that next level, yeah, it gets to players. And I'm not saying he's not got it, because he is a kid. But I think, like you said, he'll go out on loan next season. Maybe not to a Premier League team. Maybe chuck him out on loan to a Championship team, a Derby, a Nottingham Forest, someone like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, get him out on loan, get him scoring goals regular, and then we can bring him back in as a substitute for next season or the season after. Sorry, but I do think he's got a good career ahead of him. I just think it's too soon to be pinning our hopes on this kid. But again, reactionary.
Yeah.
He comes on and scores against Norwich twice. And I'll be honest, yeah, that I was at that game.
Me too.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, he was. I was at that game, and he came off the bench and he turned the whole fucking game on his head.
Okay,
Yeah,
man.
and he picked the ball up on halfway when he'd scored 2 to put us 2-1 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was running at them, and the whole stadium was on the edge of their seat, and that game was mad. Yeah, and it was just like the whole stadium singing this kid's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, do you know what? We've missed a player like this since fucking like Overmars or fucking someone like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, just gets the ball down, gets his head down, and runs at people.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. I think it's way too soon to be talking about him as a first teamer for Arsenal. Yeah, it's good to have him in the squad. Maybe give him 5-10 minutes if we're 4-0 up. But for me, I don't think he'll play much part in it.
Yeah, I agree. I think for me personally, the game against Spurs this season in funny enough in the same competition, the whatever they call it, Carling Cup, Carabao Cup. To me, I thought he looked like a lost little boy on that right hand side, and I thought, okay, maybe you're not ready for the first team. Maybe we give you a loan.
Yeah.
6-month loan, maybe a whole season loan. Let's see how you develop.
But this is the thing, Chris, right? I've said this to you before about Jeff Adelaide. Yeah? Jeff Adelaide does some mad little bit of skill in fucking Emirates Cup. And everyone's going, oh, he's got to start. Yeah? Where's he now? He's playing in fucking French League.
We never got a real look at Adelaide. Never ever got a real look at him.
Because he weren't good enough. Let's be real. He weren't good enough. Otherwise, he wouldn't be playing in the French League 2 or whatever he's playing in, or like bottom. It's true. Let's be real. I'm not trying to be nasty or like. Listen, the geezer's better at football than I will ever be in my life. Yeah.
But bruv, you could say the same thing about Gnabry. Look at him now, bruv.
Yeah, but Gnabry was levels above Jeff, man. Seriously, let's be real. Yeah, and he was piss poorly managed by Arsenal, but also by West Brom and Pulis when he went there.
True.
Yeah. Right. And the fact that he's now gone to Bayern Munich and he is smashing it up. Yeah. Says all we need to know, and that's another one that we let go for next to nothing. Right? And the thing is, like Smith Rowe, yeah, the best thing that could have happened to him is go on loan.
Yeah, and Reece as well.
Yeah, and Reece. But I'll tell you something, right? I'll just say this before we wrap up, right? For all the stick Alex Iwobi gets, right, Reece Nelson is going to come back a hero from Hoffenheim, right? And everyone's going to be like, yeah, Reece this, Reece that, blah, blah, blah. And listen, the guy's a technically gifted footballer. He's quality, right? I've seen him live in the flesh at the games and that, yeah? Right? And he is a very good footballer. and the quality he has is he always picks the right pass when he's in the box. Yeah, if he's not shooting and scoring, right? But let's remember our fan base. This is the same fan base that were waxing lyrical about Jeff. Waxing lyrical about Iwobi when he scored against Everton. Yeah, this is the same fan base that are now ripping Maitland-Niles and Iwobi to pieces. Yeah, so let's say Reece Nelson comes back next season, gets a run of games and performs poorly. Yeah, I fear the worst. So we just got to take our time with these kids. Listen, at the end of the day, mate, how many Arsenal trainees have come through the system and smashed it and made it a career at Arsenal? Not many. Even Jack Wilshere couldn't do it. Yeah, that's obviously for different reasons because he was always injured. Yeah, the only one I can think of is Ashley Cole. Yeah, that's actually come from youth team all the way through to have a successful period at Arsenal, and that is Ashley Cole. Where's the rest of them? Yeah, and the reality of it is that these youth setups now are not about making it; it's about money making. Yeah, you get them in. You build them up, you send them on loan, and then a club comes in and goes, yeah, we'll pay 2 mil for him. We'll pay 3 mil for him. We'll pay 4 mil for him. Chelsea have made a career out of it. It balances the books every season, mate. They have 40 players out on loan. Eventually, they sell them all for £2, £5, £6 million. It's true, though, isn't it? It balances the books. How many of them actually make it? Yeah. So we get hung up on these players. Reece Nelson scored what? I think Reece Nelson's actually been involved in less goals than Iwobi has this season. He's playing in a worse league. Yeah, but he's going to come back a hero. Yeah, and everyone's going to be on his side, and Alex Iwobi has been destroyed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, well, brother. All I'm going to say is thank you to you and thank you to everybody that has joined us for this preview. Really, really appreciate your love when you watch these. And it was a very last-minute decision for us to come on here and do this, so Thank you for coming on. Do you want to let the people know where they can find, as if they don't know already, but let the people know they can find you.
Lee Gunner 82 on Insta and Twitter, and Lee Gunner on YouTube. Yeah, follow me on Insta, DM me, tell me that you found me via this show on Instagram. DM me, say I followed you from Guna Eagle Eye, and I will follow you back. Twitter, don't DM me, I won't ever read it.
There you go. And that's the best way of following him. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Guna_Eagle_I1. You can follow me on Twitter at Colossal Chig, CHIG, or you can follow me on Patreon. Still continue to put stuff out there. Guna_Eagle_I. So just pay attention to that. I've got a couple more videos dropping there this week, so do keep an eye out on that one. I imagine we'll be back over the weekend. I did promise one of our listeners, Johnny, I'm not even going to say all the numbers in his name, that me, you, and Ola will do a show. And I've decided I'm actually going to be really organized about this particular video, because I'm going to talk about the title race, the top 4 race, the run-in, and get their opinions on it. So I normally do, at some point in the year, a show with Lee when we talk about this, and then I also do a show with Robbie and Stel, because they support Liverpool, they support United, but they both get to bully me a little bit because Arsenal struggle these days to get to the top 4. So we'll do one of those at some point. I imagine the one with me, Ola, and Lee will be this weekend, and the one with myself, Stel, and Robbie will probably be, I would say, international week, so it'll be in March. But yeah, keep an eye out on those videos. Those will be on the channel. Best way of doing that is by hitting the subscribe button, hitting the notification bell. You'll never miss a video. I think that pretty much covers us. So we're out of here, people. Look out for Lee's video that drops in about 25 minutes. It'll be on his channel, so do go check out that preview. You'll be able to see his 1 to 11. And yeah, we're out of here. So take care. Lee, do you want to take us out?
Ozil out.
You're out of here.